So somebody decided that because I have a Southern accent, there is absolutely no way I could be running this channel by myself. And I just want to say, y'all are reaching, like really reaching. Reach for the stars, reaching. Call NASA, reaching. Stretch before you do that, reaching. And honestly, I'm not even mad. I cannot be mad. I'm too busy being impressed. Because the mental gymnastics it takes to get from she has a drawl to it must be a whole secret team of people hiding behind this one woman with a Georgia accent, that is a journey. That is a full passport stamp, round trip, checked baggage kind of journey. And y'all took it for free. I didn't even have to do anything. I just opened my mouth and y'all's imagination did the rest. Truly. The creativity. The range. I could never. I am from Georgia. I have an accent. I have also gone to college 3 times, 3 separate degrees, starting when I was 17 years old. So the idea that the drawl means I must be slow? Honey, no, absolutely not. Sit down. An accent tells you where somebody is from. That is literally it. That is the whole information. It does not come with a reading comprehension score attached. It is not a personality test. It is not an IQ result. It is geography. That is all it is. People are really out here acting like you cannot have a country accent and a functioning brain. Like those 2 things are in a custody battle and only one of them gets to show up. They are not. They coexist. They have always coexisted. I am living proof and I am standing right here. Jimmy Carter ran the entire country with a Georgia accent. Bill Clinton ran it with an Arkansas one. There are attorneys and doctors and professors and military commanders all over the South who never lost their drawl and never once needed to. The accent was not the problem. It was never the problem. The assumption was the problem. It has always been the assumption. And let's be honest about what this actually is. Let me be real clear about something, because apparently we need to have this conversation out loud, in public, in 2026. This is classism. That is the word. CLASSISM. The idea that the way you sound determines your intelligence, your worth, and what you are capable of. And the wild part? A lot of people doing it don't even know they're doing it. They just hear an accent and something in their brain goes, "Aw, bless them," and they keep moving. Unconscious bias doing overtime with no paycheck. And it is not just Southern accents either. Oh no, y'all do this to everybody. Thick Boston accent automatically assumes you're about to start a fight outside a Dunkin'. Appalachian accent? People talk to you like you just walked out of a history documentary. Brooklyn? Forget about it. They've already decided who you are before you finish your sentence. Who decided that one way of talking was the intelligent way and everything else was suspicious? Who made that call? Because somebody did, and the rest of us just went along with it. And I am tired. Accent bias is one of the last socially acceptable ways to look down on somebody, and people do it without even blinking. You cannot openly judge someone for their background or their upbringing. But put on a fake Southern accent at a party, and everybody laughs. Mock somebody's Brooklyn drawl, and nobody bats an eye. And that should bother people a lot more than it does. I have worked too hard, learned too much, and built too much from the ground up to have any of it reduced to the way my vowels sound. And so has every other person out here being underestimated because of where they came from. We are done letting that slide, and y'all really need to stop. Now, can we please talk about how completely unhinged these accusations have gotten? Because it started with, she has an accent, And somehow, we ended up at, it must be a secret team of people running the channel. Y'all built a whole conspiracy with no evidence, based on vowels. Research? Must be a team. Editing? Definitely a team. The script has structure? Oh, there is absolutely a committee. The commentary makes sense from beginning to end? Okay, at this point, there has got to be a board of directors, a project manager, and at least 2 interns involved. It's me, one person, with a laptop, with an accent. And I want y'all to really sit with this. I have been sitting outside for the past few days because we have people painting the inside of my house. So not only is it just me running this whole operation, I am doing it from a lawn chair, in the elements, because of paint fumes. One woman, one chair, still going. The content is organized because I organized it. The scripts make sense because I wrote them. That is not a mystery. That is not a conspiracy. That is just somebody who does the work actually doing the work. And I really need y'all to hear me on this. The reaching has got to stop. Not even for my sake, for yours. Because you are out here stretching so far, working so hard, pulling so many muscles trying to make something out of absolutely nothing. And for what? You could have just been wrong and moved on with your life. That was an option. It was right there. Y'all connected dots that were never on the same page, in the same book, in the same library. You built a whole theory to avoid one simple conclusion. That maybe your assumption about what a woman with a Southern accent can do was just wrong. That's it. That is the entire thing. The accent is staying. The channel is mine. I am one person who is good at multiple things, apparently including outdoor content creation against my will from a lawn chair during a paint situation. Stop reaching so far. You are going to hurt yourself. And I say that with the utmost sincerity and zero sympathy. Bless your heart. Genuinely, from the bottom of mine.